Hey, what's going on? I'm gonna try to do play-by-play. Oh, what is going on, guys? We're getting ready to see this playoffs game against the Minnesota Vikings and Big Hurt and the Seattle Seahawks and Meat Boy. So this should be a really good matchup. I'm thinking this is going to go down the wire. So again, I'm going to try to do play-by-play.
The
Uh,
playoffs are in full
just
swing
kind of
as
getting a
we
little
welcome
bit
you to this
of something
postseason contest
different
on
that I have
EA
not done
Sports.
before, and we'll have to kind of go around the in-game play-by-play, but that'll be all right. So again, this is just the first try, and we're gonna see what happens, and I just want to have fun with it. Hopefully, none of this stuff is in the way.
The moment these NFC teams have waited for all season long. We're away in Wild Card Weekend.
All right, the kickoff. The Seahawks get the kickoff to start the game, and he brings it out. Looks like he's short of the 30 there, so they're going to be starting first and 10 at the 30. Let's make some adjustments in here on this camera.
All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10.
I get my face off to the far side. Maybe
Off the play fake, he'll throw.
put this here.
That one's cut
Oh, big play to start the game.
And he does
Deep pass there.
damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not
What a
going to
play
be
to start off the
afraid
game there.
to be aggressive in this game today.
Play action pass, deep
that.
pass to the wide receiver down the sideline. Gets him a first down. Guy's going to be first and 10 at the 29. Quarterback White's under center.
Pass play on first
He's
and
dropping
10.
back to pass. He's got a guy open, and he drops the ball there. Could have been a big gain there, but it was negated by the drop there. So see if that plays effect in the rest of the game.
I'm not sure if he was hearing footsteps or he just had a surprise break in concentration. It's so unusual at this level to see a drop pass unless there's a hit involved.
I'm trying to turn up my mic a little bit.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call.
All right, we got 2nd and 10 at the 29. Look like a pistol. White gets the... Oh, what a diving catch there by number 11. Should have actually got rosters so that we could.
I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here.
I think it's Najigba.
Big yardage down the field instead of
Of course,
just
I'm
settling for
going to butcher these names, so the White is under center again. first down and 10 at the 14. Drops back. Quick pass is picked off by the safety. Williams has got it. Oh, he wasn't able to get past the tackle there. And so, but the Vikings get a big turnover there in the red zone.
Red zone defense. It is a part of the
that is a big play for the Vikings defense that nullifies the play there for the Seahawks, and the Vikings are going to start on offense here early in the first quarter.
Get this drive started.
All right, we got a 1st and 10 at the 23. Pistol formation. McCarthy gets the handoff to the running back up the middle, and he gets dropped for a loss. Seahawks came there on a blitz up the middle and was able to get that run blitz to work in their favor. So it's going to be 2nd down at 11 for the Vikings. He's in a shotgun formation here. McCarthy gets the snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown's got a little lane, gets up, and he's going to be a couple yards short of the 1st down, but it's going to bring up a third short, manageable 3rd down here for the Vikings as they look to extend this drive going here in the middle of the first quarter. Again, we got a score 0-0. Seahawks Meat Boy versus Big Hurt and the Vikings. 3rd down and 2. McCarthy, again, look like he's going to be in shotgun formation or a pistol. It's kind of hard to tell sometimes with these formations, but gets the snap. Gets back. Oh, what a knock away there by the defender. Looked like it was number 27 that knocked that away. Big play there by the defense. And it's going to be a punt. Pritchett is back to receive the punt. The punt is off. He's got a little lane, but the special teams there for the Vikings makes the tackle. And we're going to be looking at starting 1st and 10 at the 34 for the Seahawks. We'll get going here on the next play.
Here's 1st and 10 from the 34.
Seahawks are definitely in pistol formation here. We've got a couple to the left. Walker gets the carry. Good yardage on 1st down. He got 8 yards on that carry. It's going to be 2nd and 2. And looking for an easy 1st down conversion here for the Seahawks. See what the Vikings can do here to slow down this rushing attack. They've gotten pretty good play action pass a couple times, so we'll see if that plays an effect in this play here. White under center. Gets the snap, drops back. He's got a man. He catches it over the defender's head and shoulder, who didn't turn around on the play, and he gets a 1st down. The defender was in La La Land somewhere out there. Hands it off. Walker kind of measly gets up through the line there and gets a couple of yards there for 1st down play. And so it's going to be 2nd and 7. Forgot to turn this off.
Not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them,
so it's going to be repetitive, but it's fun. I like it. Hopefully you guys can hear it. Okay. Wide under center. Gets the snap. Play action. Dropping back. He's got a guy. It's picked off again by Williams. Williams is on a tear so far in this first quarter. 2 interceptions for Williams. He is definitely ball hawking back there in the defensive backfield for the Vikings. White might want to look a different direction for his next pass, because White is Williams is just on target with White right now. They're like they're playing on the same team.
When they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now.
That's so the Vikings get another turnover, and they're going to start 1st and 10 at their 29. McCarthy under center. Gets the snap. Play action. Looking. Got the tight end. Hawkinson up towards the sideline, out of bounds, but a big gain there on the first down. So 1st and 10 at the 48. That was 23-yard pickup. Yeah, that's thank you. I was trying to do the math, and I couldn't get it out of my head quick enough. So,
one play in, and this drive is already
all right, McCarthy is in the shotgun here. Gets the snap. Got pressure right up the gut. Knocked him down. He wasn't able to get the ball off, and that's going to be a good play there on defense for the Seahawks to negate that first down try there for the Vikings.
Couldn't connect on first. It's 2nd down.
All right, 2nd and 10 at the 48. McCarthy with a handoff. Brown, he's got a crease. Makes a move to the outside, and he's going to be tackled there at the 29.
That'll go for an 18-yard gain.
What a big play there on 1st down. Good running play there by the Vikings. It's going to bring up 1st and 10 at the 29. So both teams have been driving the ball pretty decently here this first quarter.
Here's McCarthy, 1st and 10.
McCarthy back. He's got the guy wide open there. I think it's Davis, number 88, with the catch there. He actually hang on to the ball there, so good play there.
I know the combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the combine, because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome.
McCarthy is going to be under center again. He's got 2 to the right. Checking the defense. Gets the snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown is going to walk in for a touchdown. What a play there by the Vikings. That's a touchdown there for Brown. They get 2 turnovers so far in the first quarter, and it immediately turns into points for the Vikings. So they're going to have a 7-0 lead right now with the Seahawks, and 2:23 left in the first. Kickoff coming. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you can hear everything. Hopefully everything is sounding okay. If not, let me know, and I'll try to make some adjustments later on. But again, we're just trying this out. Rich brings out the kickoff there. Gets it to the 31, so he gains a yard there. And we're going to be looking at 1st and 10 at the 31 for the Seahawks. White has got to be thinking about those 2 interceptions so far that he's had in that red zone. And the Seahawks stop the turnover machine that they've become right now in this game. White's under center. Gets the snap, hands it off to Walker. Walker's got a crease. He breaks it to the left. And he gets about 12 or 13 on that carry. So that's going to be 1st and 10 at the 42. Good patient run there on the inside zone by Walker. And he gets positive yards and gets the 1st down. So that's what the Seahawks really need right now to get this thing going in the direction that they need it to go. So White is under center again. 2 to the left. Gets the snap, hands it off to Walker to the... Looked like it was going to be a stretch play, but he kind of cuts it back inside and only gets a couple there. So we're going to look at 2nd and 7 from the 46. Maybe kind of feel like the Seahawks are maybe a little bit reluctant to throw the ball a whole lot right now since the 2 interceptions. We got a bunch formation to the left out of the shotgun. White looking over the defense. Bad snap. White catches it though. He's going to scramble forward. That is the weirdest throw I've ever seen in my life. Looked like he just like clubbed it out of his hand, but it got to the receiver and did what it was supposed to do. He got him 1st down. So 1st and 10 at the 41. So the Seahawks are in Vikings territory. White under center, 2 to the left, tight formation. Quick blitz there by the Vikings. Quick pressure there also on the quarterback, wasn't able to get anything going. They were on him before the receivers could even get off the line of scrimmage. So that's going to bring up 2nd and 10 from the 41. That's definitely a good play there on defense by the Vikings. White's going to be under center again. Takes the snap, hands it off to Walker, but there's no room to the left. He's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. And so it's going to be 3rd and 10. So a big, long 3rd down here for the Seahawks. It's a critical 3rd down here kind of early on in this game. You hate, if you're on offense, you hate to get in 3rd and longs. It just makes that much more pressure on you to get the 1st down. So 3rd and 10, out of the shotgun. Look, I've got a bunch to the right. Got a wide open man over the middle. It's going to be Duvernay. And he gets a 1st down and a little bit more. And he's going to be down, I believe, down to the 20, 21-yard line. And so it's going to bring up a 1st and 10. The Seahawks are driving again back down deep into Vikings territory. And you're watching the OMFL. Season 114 playoffs. This is Wild Card Weekend. Hand off to Walker, and he has got nowhere to go, and he's got a 2-yard loss. Vikings bringing the blitz there on 1st down. That run blitz paying off for them. Murray with the tackle there in the backfield, along with looked like about half the defensive front there for the Vikings. All right, we got 2nd and 12 at the 23. White, the shotgun, gets a snap, drop back, kind of brings up in the pocket. On the run, got a guy out in the flat there. That Jigba there with a catch in the flat. And, well, he was under a lot of pressure, under duress. Made a good play there. I didn't know if he was going to run, throw, or take the sack. So, 3rd and 1. Made a little magic there happen. Like he's got Charbonnet in the backfield, hands it off, makes a quick move back to the left behind the guard and the tackle. Gets a 1st down there. It's going to be about a 3-4 yard gain. It's going to be 1st and goal at the 7 for the Seahawks. All right, White's going to be under center. Look like it's going to be a tight formation. Gets the snap, hands it off to Walker, and he's going to be met in the backfield by number 42. I don't know his name. I'm trying to look for the jersey, and I can't see it, but number 42 got in the backfield immediately and dropped him for a loss. That's a 2-yard loss, so that's going to bring up 2nd down and goal from the 9 for the Seahawks. Good read there by the Vikings defense. Thanks for tuning in. We got White under center again. Gets a snap, drops back, looks, quick throw out to the sideline, and caught by number 14 there for the Seahawks. So a minimum gain there, gets about half the yards back there. So it's going to be 3rd and go from the 5. Needing points here. Time is already ticking off here in the 2nd quarter. It's 6 minutes, a little over 6 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. We got a 3rd and goal from the 5 for the Seahawks.
So now here's 3rd and goal.
All right, we got 3rd and goal. White is under center again. Number 14 spread out to the left. Looks like he's in a 2 tight end formation. Drops back. He's got pressure up the middle. It's going to be a fumble picked up by Murray. Number 56, he's rumbling. Can he make it? Walker is catching up with him. He's going to have to just take it out of bounds. Run out of juice there, Walker, with too much speed there. Caught him from behind. But what a big play there by the defense for the Vikings. And another turnover in the red zone by the Seahawks. It's going to be 3 turnovers so far for the Seahawks. Oh, my goodness. The Vikings are playing some great defense in this playoff game here in the wild card. McCarthy's going to be back in the shotgun, looking over the defense. He's calling for the snap. Oh, we got a guy in motion. Touch pass, hands it off, or tosses it to the receiver going to the left. It's going to be a no gain in that blitz there, in the teeth of the blitz there for the Seahawks.
Always run it on first. You got to mix in some high percentage pass plays. Otherwise, you're going to get hit right in the face.
All right, McCarthy's back in the shotgun. He's making looked like he's making an adjustment here. Didn't like what the defense was showing, so he's going to make an adjustment call here. Audibles. Gets the snap, drops back, throws. Oh my goodness! I couldn't tell if that was a missed throw or if a drop pass there. But nonetheless, the pass did not connect, and we're looking at 3rd and 11 from the 35. So the Vikings back in shotgun again. We got Brown next to McCarthy. McCarthy's looking over the defense. He's got a tight end in motion to the right. Gets the snap. He's looking. He's under pressure, and he's going down for a sack. Murphy with a sack there for the Seahawks. That was big there for the Seahawks. The defense stepped up, helping out their offense. They've been making some mistakes, and the defense steps up and holds them to a punt here. So we're going to be punting it back to the Seahawks.
Punt team is on now, and they get this away.
Punt is away. Oh, Pritchett actually returns that in all the traffic there. It's a couple yards, but man, he goes down hard.
Marked as a 38-yard punt. And the Seahawks drive is going to start from deep in their own territory.
So the Seahawks are going to have 1st and 10 at the 16. Got a long ways to go to get some points.
1st and 10.
So White is in the pistol. Calls for the snap. Gets the snap. Hands it off to Walker. Walker's got a little crease to the right. Oh, he trucks the cornerback out there to the right. Gets a couple more yards.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game.
Definitely feel like the Vikings defense has come to play so far in this wild card. Kind of making White a little bit nervous back there in the backfield for the Seahawks. Gets the snap. Fakes the handoff. Throws it to Walker, and he dropped the ball on the flat. Oh, my goodness. Get him off the field. Especially in those passing situations. Man, the coach is yelling at him. So we got 3rd and 2 from the 24. The Vikings looking to make a stop here on defense. Seahawks need to get something going on offense. They've actually run the ball really well so far. See if they go with a run here. Hands it off to Walker, and he's going to be met, but he gets the revenge on Murray there, so he gets a couple more yards and actually gets the first down. Muscles his way up for about a 2 or 3 yard gain. So we get a new set of downs for the Seahawks. We got a 1st and 10 at the 27. White is going to be in the pistol. Got a 3 wide set here. Drops back to pass. He's looking. He's got a guy deep, maybe. He throws it deep. Oh, and it's caught by Duvernay over the shoulder catch. What a throw. That was a dart. Kind of brings back horrible memories for me a couple of days ago. Man, what a dart, though, there by White with the over-the-shoulder throw on the money. Duvernay with a big catch there. Duvernay's kind of come up big this season so far for the Seahawks. 1st and 10, White under center. Hands it off to Walker. He gets a couple of yards there, 3 yards in the teeth of the defense. So we got a 2nd and 7 from the 11. And let's see what the Seahawks are cooking up here to try to get their first points of the game. We got 2 minutes and about 25 seconds left in this second quarter before halftime. White's going to be under center. He's got 2 wide receivers to the left, tight. He's throwing the ball, and oh, that was a dangerous throw. Williams was in the vicinity again, and he was looking for his 3rd of the game.
They're going to need to stay vigilant because he's definitely a receiver who can take the lid off of a defense.
I'm trying to pull up my chat here, so let's see.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here.
Hey, Bronco man, thanks, man. I didn't have my chat pulled up. All right, White throws the ball, and it's caught on the slant for a touchdown. Number 14, Tyson, with the TD catch. And we are all tied up in this wild card matchup here. Got a little over 2 minutes left in the first half. The Vikings 7, Seahawks 7. Kickoff coming.
On now is Dixon to kick this one away.
Kicks it away, and he kicks it out of the back of the end zone. No return on this one. So we're going to take the ball at the 30 for the Vikings.
So they're going to give them a drive starting at the 30.
Yeah, I got to do something too to have some fun. That's the reason why I wanted to call this game. McCarthy is going to be look like in a kind of a pistol type formation. Fakes it to the wide receiver, hands it off to Brown. He makes a couple moves and gets out the side, and he gets 9 yards on that play. Good first down play there for the Vikings. So we're at the 2-minute warning. And Seattle has battled back. They have had the turnover bug so far in this first. Look like the Vikings are coming out in a power formation. He's going to hand it off to Brown. Brown's going to get loose and looked like he was going to maybe break it. But he got tripped up there. But he still gets 4 yards and a first down. So 1:50 left in the game so far right now. 1st and 10 for the Vikings at the 45. Definitely trying to get themselves in position to get at least some points before halftime to take the lead. McCarthy gets the snap, and he hands it off to Brown real quick. No yards there, though. Took a yard loss there, so it's going to be 2nd and 11 at the 45. Yeah, let me know if the sound is good, if it's not loud enough, which I'm pretty much, I think I've got it maxed out right now. But McCarthy with the snap, steps up in the pocket. Oh my goodness, what a hit there by the linebacker on the running back, or is that the wide receiver? Nonetheless, whoever was coming over the middle got smacked in the face, and he dropped the ball. So that's going to bring up 3rd and long, a long 11. At the 45, and we're down to 1:10 left in the second before half.
Take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys. Credit that defense for flying around and making the play.
And you're watching the OMFL Season 114 playoffs, wild card round, Vikings versus Seahawks. McCarthy in the shotgun, calls for the snap. He's kind of stepping up, kind of fakes the run, and he throws it underneath. Bateman, I think, fought for the first down. Oh, my goodness. He pulled a rabbit out of the hat there with that play. Bateman looked like he was going to be about 3 yards short, and he just fought his way for that last 3 yards. Got a first down. 1st and 10 at the 44. We got a minute before half. McCarthy again in the shotgun, looking over the defense. Gets the snap. Got a blitz. Throws it quickly over the middle, and it has a catch by number 13 there. Going to hurry up offense here for the Vikings. Changing the play here, audibling for McCarthy. Gets the snap, another blitz, throws it quickly. Davis gets the catch again there on the curl route, and he's got a first down. 32 seconds left. The Vikings do take the second timeout of the game so far, so we got 32 seconds left. 1st and 10 at the 26. They are in great position right now to get some points going into halftime. McCarthy looking over the defense. He's calling for the snap. He's dropped back. Look like he's going to have a screen play to the left. Brown gets the ball, and they look like he had some blockers there for a second, but they made the play there. We're down to 5 seconds left. It's going to be the last play of the game or the half, and it's a touchdown for Hawkinson. Talk about using every second of the clock.
The key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset even early in the game.
He was
that
cutting it
field goals
close.
Aren't gonna cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish.
What a
with 6
pass there,
points.
too. A little bit back behind him, but Hawkinson makes the adjustment. So the Vikings are going to take, look like a 14-7 lead into the half, but there is 1 second left on the clock. Got to feel like the Vikings are probably going to kick this out of the back of the end zone, not give them a chance to return it. Thanks for tuning in. Again, this is the OMFL playoffs from Grown Folks Community Season 114 wild card round. The Vikings and Big Hurt versus Meek Boy and the Seahawks. So the Seahawks just let that go through the back of the end zone, and they're going to take the ball at the 30. I don't know. He may take a shot. He may take a Hail Mary shot here. Got to be careful, though. If you're the Seahawks, make the big mistake here right before half, that could kind of derail some things for you. So it looked like he is going to take a shot here before halftime. Can't blame him. White gets the snap, steps up. Oh, and he gets hit right as he's throwing the ball, and that's going to go fluttering down to the ground. And we're going to be at halftime here. So the Vikings have a 14-7 lead, and they are at Seattle's home, the 12 men here, and so they're taking it to them right now. 3 costly turnovers in the first quarter was the big story for the Seahawks so far in this game, but the Vikings have really stepped up on defense and have provided their team a spark in this game, and they have not disappointed on offense either. They've actually really done really well. All right, so we're looking for the second half kickoff here, and the Vikings are going to get the ball first. Kick is away, and it's out of the back of the end zone, and the Vikings are going to be starting it at the 30. That's going to be a touchback, and so let's see what the Vikings come out in here. It's going to be a pistol formation, 2 wide receivers to the left, 2 tight ends to the right. McCarthy back. He's got a man open. It's going to be Hawkinson again. Gets the pass there, catches, and gets it up the sideline for an extra 10 yards in that route. So he's going to be down at the 47. So it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 47 for the Vikings. And McCarthy is going to be under center again. Brown in the backfield gets the handoff. Just too many bodies back there to get around, and he's going to be dropped for a yard loss. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11 at the 48. So the Seahawks stepped up there on this that 1st down play there and limit that play to a 0 gain, actually, for a loss there. So McCarthy is going to be back in the shotgun. Gets the snap, looking over the defense, get a little bit of pressure, scrambles out to the left. He slides down, gets the 7 yards there. It's going to be a 3rd and 4 at the 41. So he scrambled, got some yards, positive yards there. He was feeling some pressure.
Chance to move the chains here on 3rd and 4.
Right, he's going to be back in shotgun again. McCarthy's calling for the snap.
McCarthy throwing here.
Going to be a quick screen to the left. Uh-oh, there's a flag on the play.
Now we'll wait to hear what this flag
That's
is
usually
all
not
about.
good for the offense, but it is against the defense, illegal contact.
And take the results.
So it's going to be illegal contact there by the safety on one of the wide receivers on that play. Usually when you're on offense, you see that, and you start thinking immediately it's a holding call. McCarthy back in the shotgun. Puts motion tight end there. Brown gets the handoff. He's got some room over to the left. And he gets the 1st down and a couple more. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 at the 21. Again, Minnesota has a 14-7 lead. There's 6 minutes and 43 seconds in the 3rd left right now in the 2nd half. And the Vikings are driving in this game right now. McCarthy again in the shotgun. Calling for the snap here. Center's not listening to him. All right.
So with that play clock winding down, we're
Looks like they're going to have to burn a timeout there.
With just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Just couldn't get the snap off in time there. So, again, we're still looking at a 1st and 10 at the 21. They're in range for points here. Let's see what they do on offense. So, is he going to maybe take a shot at the end zone? All right, McCarthy in the shotgun. Also snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown breaks a tackle, gets up the middle, and he's got a 1st down at the 11. So the Vikings still driving. 1st and 10 at the 11, and he can get another 1st down before scoring here on this drive. So McCarthy coming under center, looking over the defense, gets the snap, hands it off to Brown. Brown is met in the hole there by number 46. Made a good play there. Kept that play to a minimum 3-yard gain. That could have been a lot more if not for the linebacker there stepping up and making the play. 2nd down, we got McCarthy again under center. Hawkinson blocking there on the right. He's been a big play. Brown makes a couple, miss, and he tumbles over the top of the defender towards the end zone. Just comes up short. It's 3rd and inches at the 1. Looked like he was about to score on that play. That was a crazy play there. Just would not go down. Refused to go down. Looked like they're coming out in a power formation here. 2 fullbacks in front of the running back. McCarthy gets the snap, and he hands it off, and the running back walks into the end zone untouched for another touchdown for the Vikings. Moorhead with the touchdown there for the Vikings. So they're going to take a 20-7 lead, depending on the extra point here.
Now it's up to this defense to make this 2-score lead hold up and carry it.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And we're looking at 21-7 lead by the Vikings. Again, this is the wild card round of the NFC in the OMFL season 114 playoffs. Big Hurt and the Vikings versus Meat Boy and the Seahawks. Kickoff is underway, and this one's actually going to get returned. Rich is going to field it. He's going to take it up to the left. He's going to be met there about the 24 by a couple of Vikings and going to go down. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks at the 23. Again, thanks for tuning in to the OMFL playoffs. Actually doing the first time for play-by-play here. So White's going to hand it off. Walker gets a few yards there. Look like he's going to give it 3 up the middle there on the counter. And so that's going to bring up a 2nd and 7 from the 26. Just haven't had the room to run as it seemed like the Vikings have so far for the Seahawks, and he's struggled throwing the ball. So he's definitely got some problems on offense right now, kind of work through. White is dropping back. He's under pressure. Throws another pick. Spearman for the pick this time, number 29. He's going to take it over to the right and get tackled. Oh, 4 turnovers so far for the Vikings defense. So they have definitely played exceptional defense so far. You know that the Seahawks have got to be scratching their head right now. What is going on offense? They have been a prolific offense all season long. Kind of having some of those playoff bugaboos again. So McCarthy is back in the shotgun. Gets a snap, surveying, throws it quickly, but it's going to be dropped by Bateman there. He got a big hit as soon as the ball arrived, so he dropped the ball there, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. The Seahawks defense has got to step up in this situation right now if they want to keep this game in margin. He's coming with a blitz up the middle, and he's going to be that play is going to be affected tremendously by that blitz up the gut, and that's going to be it's going to go harmlessly to the ground.
Once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball.
It's going to bring up a 3rd and 10.
Close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
They're at the 29. Vikings looking to put some more points on the board. Seahawks need a stop. 12th man is trying their best to help out their defense. McCarthy's back to throw. He's got a guy, and it just drops to the ground. The wide receiver never looked at the quarterback. McCarthy is just telling him, he's giving him an earful right now. Richard's going to come out and try the field goal attempt. That was close to being blocked there by the Seahawks. But they do get the 3 points, so that's going to put the score being 24-7. Minnesota in the lead. Seahawks are going to get another chance to return this. He's got a little crease to the left. Oh, that was nearly broken there. So they're going to bring it out to the 35. That has about been the bright spot here for the Seahawks, unfortunately, the last couple of minutes. So White's going to come under center. Look like they're going to be in a deuce formation here. Fakes the handoff. Waiting. He's going to scramble to the right, to the left. You're right. Defensive right. But he's actually going to get 8 yards on that scramble. And so he's going to bring up a 2nd and 2 here for the Seahawks.
After a good pickup, they're set up with 2nd and short.
It was last minute. I'm sorry.
From the 43.
White back to throw.
Up, deep to the right
Got it.
side.
Oh, just out of the reach of the running back there. I was trying to figure out if it's Duvernay or Walker, but it was Walker. He dove at the last second, but it was just out of the reach and unable to get the play there for the Seahawks. So we're going to bring up a 3rd and 2. Yeah, I'm sorry, Nate. It was like a last minute. Like I was all like, you know what? I want to do this. Again, you're watching the OMFL playoffs, wild card weekend. Vikings versus the Seahawks, wide open. And Tyson makes a big catch there on the curl route. Sets up another 1st down and 10 at the 39 for the Seahawks. The Seahawks have to get some offense rolling here if they're going to get back in this game. White's going to be back into a pistol, gets the snap. Look like he's under pressure. Oh, he's got a big man out there on the tight end formation, and his hands were like bricks there on that one. So I don't know, maybe he had an injury, and so that could play a factor later on. It's going to bring up a 2nd and 10. White is going to be back in the shotgun. Got a bunch formation to the right. Calls for motion. Drops back. Doesn't have anything. He takes off. He gets the 1st down. And he looked for about 2 seconds and took off. He's like, nope.
And the Seahawks will have a 1st down.
It's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Seahawks at the 28. They are driving. They need a touchdown here. Get back in this game. So White's going to have a guy wide open. Tyson with the catch there on the slant across the middle. Yeah, that's a 1st and goal at the 6 for the Seahawks. They are moving the chains, but they have been in this situation before. Let's see if they can keep from making those mistakes. White's going to be under center. Walker's in the backfield. Drops back. He's looking. He kind of wants to look like he wants to scramble. Oh, no. Oh, no. Where's Nate when you need him? Say goodbye.
Now they'll try to knock the extra point through.
All right, so the Seahawks get the scramble touchdown there in the red zone. So that's going to be a 24-14 score right now. The Vikings hold a 10-point lead. Late in the third, we only got a minute and 7 seconds left in the third quarter. Dickerson is going to kick this ball off, and I'm going to guarantee it's going out of the back end zone. That's where it's going. So the Vikings going to take over at the 30, 1st and 10. Nate, how you doing? I hope you're doing well, sir. Yeah. Let's do it.
They're out and set. 1st and 10. On play action now.
McCarthy with the fake.
Fly, deep downfield.
Throws it deep. And it's caught. It is caught by Davis. Deep down into the Seahawks territory. They are in the red zone. What a play. What a throw. What a catch. Davis looked like he caught it off the top of his helmet. Never looked at the ball. That's skill. That is skill, folks.
It began at the 30 and is now just
we got a 1st and 10 at the 17. McCarthy is going to hand it off. And he's going to be met in the backfield, dropped for a 3-yard loss there.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands.
So the Vikings trying to get some more points on the board here. Trying to make the quick answer to the Seahawks' tough drive. Again, you're watching the OMFL Season 114 playoffs. Again, this is my first try doing the play-by-play on my own.
We're down to 1 quarter before we
again, it was like last second. I'm all thinking like, oh, you know what? I got OBS. I can try this. So hopefully it sounds good. You guys are enjoying it. Let me know. All right, so the Vikings are driving. They did have a 3-yard loss there on the first down play in the red zone. And so it's going to bring up 2nd and 13 at the 20. McCarthy's going to be back in the shotgun. He's sending the tight end in motion. He's dropping back. He's getting a little bit of pressure. He throws it, and it's going to be caught. Davis catches it and takes a tremendous hit, and I think he is injured. Looks like he's injured, so he has had a huge game so far. That would be a tremendous loss for the Vikings if he's out more than a couple plays. They're going in a power formation again. McCarthy under center. Going to hand it off. Oh, no, he don't get it hand off. He is tackled immediately for a 5-yard loss there. So it's going to be 2nd and goal from the 5. Come up with a safety blitz right up the gut. And he dropped him for a 5-yard loss before he can even get the ball off.
After the loss, it's 2nd and goal from the 5.
McCarthy's under center. He's got a couple to the left. Dropping back. Quick pass. And he's got a touchdown on the curl route there to number 88. And Davis. Well, he's got a couple of Davises, I guess, on the team. So Davis, 88, makes the catch and hangs on for the touchdown. And the Vikings take a 30-14 lead. And we're in the 4th quarter, 8 minutes and 21 seconds left, pending the extra point here. Kick is up, and it is good. And so the Vikings are 31-14 over the Seahawks. Again, we're at 8:21 in the 4th. The Seahawks are about to receive this kick. They're going to get another shot to return this. Uh-oh, he's got a little crease to the left. He gets about to the 35, 36-yard line. Look like he's about to break that every time, and they make the tackle there. So good special teams play by the Vikings to keep that to minimum yards. That's going to be 1st and 10 at the 35 for the
The
Seahawks.
Seahawks in good field position to start this drive
White
off
is
as
going
they
to
head up to
be
the line.
in a spread formation
Throwing
here,
from the gun.
dropping back.
He
Got a little
fires one
time.
deep down the
He
middle,
throws
and he picks it
another
off
pick.
again.
Spearman with another pick there. He could bring this one back.
And the
And he
Vikings
takes it
gonna
out of
take
bounds
over
there.
after the interception.
White
Brock,
is
it
just
has
struggling
been a
in this
special
game.
day for
The Vikings are just shutting this down on the passing attack of the Seahawks. That is turnover number 5 or 6, I think, so far in this game. Tough break there for the Seahawks, but the Vikings have come and played exceptional well defense so far in this game. So they have been making the plays so far. Again, we're in the 4th. We got 8 minutes, a little over 8 minutes left in the game. Taking a little time out here. Again, I hope you are all having a great evening, having fun with this. Getting a little tongue-tied, getting a little dry in the throat. So I'm going to hydrate with some H2O while we got a little break. Again, just looking over this the game, the Seahawks have had the offense all game. They've actually moved the ball quite well most of the game, but they have really struggled turning the ball over in the red zone. And now that's kind of in the second half, it's kind of expanded out beyond just the red zone, unfortunately. So we're looking at maybe he's making some changes to the quarterback or something. Vikings are holding a commanding 31-14 lead here in the 4th. And we're watching OMFL Season 114 playoffs.
Special for the defense and an absolute
It
nightmare
grown,
for a quarterback.
folks.
One interception, it sticks with you all week long. But throwing 4, he probably wishes he could be anywhere else on earth other than this
McCarthy
field
under
right
center.
now.
He's going to hand it off to Spears. He's going to be held to a 1-yard gain. So it's going to bring up 2nd down and 9. Right now, if you're the Vikings, the clock is your friend. If you're the Seahawks, it is your worst enemy. McCarthy's going to come under center. Looks to hand the ball off to Spears. Spears gets a couple. Well, it looks like they're going to call it a yard gain. So it's going to bring up a 3rd and 8 from the 35. We got 7 minutes left in the 4th. I've seen some crazier things happen. But McCarthy's dropping back. He's got a receiver there open on the curl route. That's going to be Bateman with the catch there. Picks up 11 yards, and it's going to be a 1st and 10 at the 24.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL.
That's a great ball placement there by McCarthy.
It's a money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
McCarthy is under center again. He's got a couple to the left. Going to hand it off to Spears. Going to be met in the middle. He's going to hold him for a 3-yard gain there. It's going to be 2nd and 7. And it's going to be at the 21. Again, we're about 6 minutes in the 4th. 31-14 lead for the Vikings right now, currently. Seahawks trying to get the ball back. They're down a couple scores and a little bit more. But they're still in striking range of this game if they can get the ball back quickly and score. Going to hand it off to Spears, and he's going to drop him for a loss. So that's going to be 3rd and 10 at the 24 for the Vikings.
There's certain moments, some flashes of greatness like that.
If you're the Vikings, you're just probably wanting to run some time off the clock and then take your point opportunity.
This guy in particular, like the greats used to do.
See, look like he's going to be 3rd and 10 again from the 24.
3rd and 10.
McCarthy is
Can
going to be
this
under
offense
center.
get it done?
Got a new running back in the backfield. He's going to pitch it to 37 Bigsby. He's going to get a few yards there. He's going to bring up a 4th and 7. Again, we're about 5 minutes left in the game.
4th and 7 now.
At the 21, we're going to have a field goal try here. Doc Richards going to try the field goal.
Second one's coming from inside of 40. Smith able to put it through.
Look like he's got it through, and it's going to be 34-14 lead for the Vikings. Again, this is wild card in the NFC, and the Vikings are on the road here in Seattle.
This return starts at the 5.
He's going to return it. It looks like he's going to take the yards and try to get something going on offense.
Offense ready to begin this drive.
All right, we got a new quarterback in, Burton, number 8. Got a bunch of formation to the left. Drops back. He's under pressure, and he goes down. Big number 93 with the sack for the Vikings. I have no clue who it is, but he is a big man. And he took the quarterback down quickly. All right, back in the shotgun, Burton. Running back in motion to the left. Drops back, surveying. Got a guy open there. Gets it to number 84, and he makes the catch. So we're going to be looking at a 3rd and 7 from the 31.
Unless that curl happens to be right next to where one of your guys is sitting.
And you're watching the OMFL playoffs. Wrong, folks. Burton's going to throw it, and it's going to be picked off. Carter picks it off, gets the ball in the Seahawks territory, and he's celebrating. That's going to be 6. I believe I counted 6 turnovers so far for the Seahawks in this game. It's just been a tough game for them.
You just got to marvel at how well they played in coverage from start to finish.
It's going to be 5 interceptions. And I may be off. That may be 6 interceptions and a fumble.
These defenders, it's like they're seeing the entire field in perfect 20/20
Vikings are going to power formation, just running out the clock here.
First down, they'll run.
Moorhead, it's a couple of yards.
But nothing more.
It's going to be 2nd and 8. We're down to 3 minutes. Just milking the clock here, and going to try to seal the victory for the Vikings.
8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this 2nd down.
McCarthy's under center. And just running out the clock. Hands it off to Moorhead. Dives up towards the left. It's a yard. It's going to be 3rd and 7.
1 yard on the run, so just 3 yards.
A little over 2 minutes left. Probably going to take this down to the 2-minute warning. McCarthy's in the pistol. And the 2-minute warning.
Well, they can probably just run away and hide.
Yeah, this game is. This one's over, folks. Just gonna kind of run out the clock.
They motion Bateman over right. Shotgun handoff now for Spears.
Gonna hand it off to Spears. He breaks a couple of tackles and he gets the first down. That's gonna seal it.
That's a BYOB.
I guess it's gonna seal the game here for him.
It would have taken the entire defense.
And it looks like the Vikings are gonna come out wild card
Well done.
on the road and get the victory over the Seahawks.
Formation here. Looks like they're gonna take a knee on
McCarthy is
first down.
gonna look like he's gonna take the kneel here.
They take a knee, and that's going to force that defense to burn a timeout if they want to save any clock here.
You gotta expect the timeout is coming.
And that's gonna be it. I mean, that's really it,
If you
y'all.
want another shot with the ball, you'll need
The
every
Vikings
second
just
you
came
can
in
conserve
on the road team, and just
Lining
took
up
it
to take
to
a knee
the
on second
Seahawks.
down.
The defense was the big difference in this game. Seahawks defense really wasn't all that effective against the Vikings offense, but the Vikings defense was absolutely on fire against the offense of the Seahawks. Again, 6-7 turnovers this game. Just a tremendous defensive call here for the Vikings. And they're going to move on to the next round. And your final score here is the Vikings 34, Seahawks 14. Another disappointing season for Meat Boy. Keep your head up. You're going to get it, buddy. Big Hurt moves on to the next round. Let's see who he'll be facing. But that's it for this playoff game here. Again, you were watching the OMFL Season 114 playoffs. And I'm Maniac on the call here. And that's it. Tune in next time. We'll catch you later.